Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Huskers will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. On the ground, it's Marshall. Oh, he's got some space. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Got it in the middle, it's blocked. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Let's step back here and look at the big picture for Indiana. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them who's going to come out today.
They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Trying play action. Looking to the big tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And that's a good sight to see from this defense. Last week, they gave up a ton of points in a loss. This week, get a deflection early. Hopefully see the ball a little bit better, play the passing game better. This defense definitely has to improve from what it was a week ago.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Snagged in the middle, it's Cooper. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana!
I love the aggressive nature in the play column there. In the opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on 4th down, obviously, to just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it, and not just get it. They score a touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Leaves it with the running back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. The Cornhuskers come to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Hunter. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And the Huskers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Rayola. A little release to the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. It's Bonner. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But, maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Bruce.
The Huskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Got out of trouble and throws. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
The Cornhuskers are on the move. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking for a man, it's Rayola. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
And the Huskers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Bonner. Breaks it. just keeps moving. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's 4th down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the drive alive.
The Huskers getting set on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Grab near the marker, it's Hunter. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Firing to the right, complete. I like this, taking the safe play, getting the positive gain, and seeing if you can build some momentum.
Well, and I think it's making the right play, Reese. That's where quarterbacks get in trouble sometimes when they get too aggressive and then they get behind the sticks a little bit.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Huskers!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Indiana.
Off the play fake on 1st down, the throw. Tough linebackers getting after quarterbacks. The Huskers have a rich tradition of that.
Yeah, and you think about the black shirts, and you hear that if you're a Nebraska fan, you know exactly what that means. Guys that are different, guys that see it, that hunt it, that go get the football like this guy just did.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Morris. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Grab near the sticks. It's Cooper. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. Grabbed in the middle, it's Morris. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Really nice job by the quarterback, dropping back, understanding. He knew his wide receiver was going to drag across the middle of the field. Good timing, waiting for him to come open, hitting him with the strike.
So now it's 2nd and long. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Motion from the wideout. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can, and here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to throw. It's Rayola. Working that wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses it.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The quick out. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Got his man. There he goes. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
The Cornhuskers are marching down the field. They'll go with a direct snap. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the Huskers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Rayola. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They relentlessly move forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little extra time. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. That's caught. It's Cooper.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And the Hoosiers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it. But the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop. And now you set up 3rd down. And this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. The Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength, it's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. The hand to the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To throw, it's Raiola. That's caught. It's Bonner. Turning it on. He's into plus territory. Knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
When offenses run these slant routes, it's about putting the ball right on the numbers. And defensively, I got to be able to take those angles right away. See where he's at, break on the football. Poor angles there by the defense. The offense took advantage with some nice yards after the catch.
I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. Free yards. 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. From the gun. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Back to pass, it's Raiola. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Love the third down call. Throwing the angle route to your back, working one-on-one against that defender. Easy pitch and catch for the first.
The Huskers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive with a pass. That's reeled in. It's Marshall. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half.
Yeah, and I tell you what, just trust your guy. You know, you got your guy running a corner route. It's man-to-man coverage. Throw it up top. Let him catch it on top of his head. Really nice job by the receiver going and getting that thing.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He's going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Looking to pass. It's Mendoza. Now adjusting. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Hoosiers send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. He's taking the shot. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
I tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target. And then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different to what they're doing.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Snap it to the back. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. put toe to leather and get this second half started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Ready to go back to work on offense. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Caught over the middle, it's Parker. The Cornhuskers are in the hurry up. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man, it's Bonner. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers! The offense cashing it in on that drive. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. The AT unit on the field. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Oklahoma was able to ride away on that Sooner schooner with the win, but not necessarily without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And it's incomplete. Serious arm strength shown there.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Hunt is on its way. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
And I get why this offense is aggressive. They've been doing what they wanted, right? And they've built this huge lead, but they can't get careless. Like, don't make those mistakes that might get this defense back in the football game.
To the air, it's Raiola. Flips it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Fires to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off the play fake. He's got an open man. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
Takes the handoff. It's Marshall. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It'd be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch, because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
The Hoosiers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
And the Hoosiers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Bell. Catch in the middle, it's Cooper. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw. It's Raiola. This time he's got it.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. And the Huskers moving quickly to the line. To the ground. He's got it again. Breaks into the open. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Huskers are flying down the field. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Nelson. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed, they can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
That's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
First step of this drive comes from their own 44. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Bell. With the catch, it's Beebe. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Hoosiers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's the handoff. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
First down, Hoosiers.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads it left. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver.
There he goes. Runs it all the way down to the 8-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. It'll be first and goal.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
Let's it fly. Touchdown, Indiana. Quick strike through the air for the score.
really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. NC State was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Wolfpack performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Now on first down from the 28. To the air, it's Raiola. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
And back to the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Bonner. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker. On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
The Cornhuskers are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Parker. Turning it on! Quick with the spin move. Rigs a tackle and he's got room. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here, Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And plays like that at this point of the game just aren't going to work. You can't throw short in the middle of the field where guys get tackled and the clock starts ticking. You got to be thinking we're throwing to the sticks or we're throwing near the sidelines so guys can get out of bounds.
Looking for a man. It's Bell. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Caught behind the line. It's Parker. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on third.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Nebraska! You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win. Well, Lil Red's probably turning into Big Red with pride right now with this performance he's turning in.
And, man, he is in his bag. He's running it. He's throwing it. This defense is like, habit, what? Which way do I go? Who's got the football? He is setting this defense on fire.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount. They take care of the ball. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To the air, it's Bell. Finds his man, it's Marshall. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw it. Right on target this time. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, going to the air. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the 4th quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Looking to throw, it's Raiola. He's got the tight end. Breaks into the open. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Man, this just starts to hurt your pride, right? You're down by several scores. It's in the 4th quarter, and they keep making big plays. This is something where you just got to buck up. You got to do something about it. You got to find something down deep and go make a play so you can get the ball back and maybe get back in this game.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, you saw him there, shot out of a cannon. He came off the edge using his speed, able to get that TFL.
And usually known for covering, but you got to understand circumstances, right? Like the red zone situations, I got to be able to come out of that defensive backfield and play the run game, and he did quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Huskers! A great catch and run for 6.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Powers through. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping me.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Got it in the middle. It's Cooper. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, Indiana.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Looking for more room. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Thank you.